This is my new Speak Out video on YouTube against work bullying. In this one, it's about workplaces on why they should have sympathy if somebody has had a rough time having someone in their own family die, or a close friend, or losing a child, a nephew, a niece, or some family member, or if they had to take time off because they had some kind of life-threatening illness such as a heart attack or a seizure. To all workplaces, listen to me very carefully. Instead of firing someone or saying they can't come back because they had to take time off because they lost someone in their family or close friends, or they went through a hard time with a life-threatening illness such as a seizure or heart attack, you shouldn't fire them for that. Why? Because you need to have heart and sympathy. They're going through some kind of hard time, and you need to have a heart and sympathy for those people. Because you never know what you could go through the same thing. You could lose a spouse, a child, or someone in your else in your family, or close friends. You need to think about that, or you could go through a heart attack or some kind of life-threatening illness and may have to take time off because you're not allowed to work because of that illness. So instead of firing those people, have a heart and sympathy for those people for your workers, when they're especially going through some kind of rough and hard time. Because there's an old saying, everybody's fighting a battle that we're not aware of, and you never know what someone's going through, especially behind closed doors. So always have compassion and have a heart when somebody has lost someone in their family, a close friend, or they've had to take time off because they went through a life-threatening illness such as a heart attack, cancer, or they've been through a seizure and had to take time off work because of that. You need to always have sympathy and a heart for those people. Because like I said at the beginning of this video, you may go through something like that too. And wouldn't you want to have someone have compassion and sympathy and a heart for you when you've been through some kind of hard times? You need to think about that before you decide to fire one of your workers because of what they're going through outside of work. Because always remember, you never know what somebody's going through. Somebody's fighting a battle, a personal one that we're not aware of. And you never know what somebody's going through behind closed doors. They may have a smile on their face when they're working at the place you're in charge of. But when they're not working, you don't know what somebody's going through. So you should always have a heart and compassion for those people. Remember what I just said, and may God be with all his children always.